Facebook family. Matthew here from True Wellness Live to you, talking a little bit about the new requirements for restaurants, similar food establishments, and vending machines. So let's dive right into it. We know most Americans eat about a third of their calories away from home. Our main job as nutritionists is to make information known and available. And I'm super excited that our full service nutrition company is at the cutting edge of some exciting times. Although we've talked last about regulations being pushed back to May of 2018 for certain requirements for these establishments, it's exciting to know that now for the first time they will be mandated to make the information available so consumers can make educated decisions or choices. There's all kinds of really great opportunities that consumers can track calorie consumption and other important nutrient information, whether it be MyFitnessPal, Apple Watch, even your phone, whatever application that is and software that you use. It's great to know that now you can plug and play this information as it'll be available and clearly available. It makes sense. So we're excited. So looking at the information, diving right into it, the FDA's final rule for nutrition labeling in chain restaurants and similar retail food establishment is that the information be clear and consistent, so that information is accessible in a manner that most consumers understand. So posting calories on menus and menu boards and providing other nutrient information in writing at these chains, restaurants and similar food establishment will be critical information to fill that gap and help these consumers, again, make informed, helpful decisions. So the establishments will list calorie information for the standard menu items on their menu boards, as well as in certain places that we're going to discuss. So not only will the caloric intake be made known, but also calories from fat, so total fat, saturated, trans fat, cholesterol, sodium, carbohydrates, fiber, sugars, and protein will all also be made available in writing on request. So in addition, these covered establishments will be required to post a statement on menus and menu boards about the availability of such written nutrition information. So for the food establishments that we're excited to be engaging with and adding value to help solve this pain point, as it's a new requirement, we're providing great insight of how they can meet these recommendations, but at the same time, from a cost-saving perspective, use it as a marketing tool that engages consumers with all the hard work that goes into providing health-conscious food that is nutritional, that is feeding families in the way that we all love to be able to do. So at these locations to be covered, one thing interesting to note is it's going to be any chain restaurant of 20 locations or more that's doing business under the same name. So they're offering for sale the same menu items. So examples of these restaurant type food that were covered would be meals from sit-down restaurants, foods purchased at a drive-through window, takeout food such as pizza, food made to order, sandwiches that are ordered from a menu at a grocery store or a deli that's making those sandwiches to go. Foods you serve yourself from a salad or a hot food bar, muffins at the bakery, the coffee shop. Popcorn would be another if you purchase it at a movie theater or an amusement park. A scoop of ice cream, milkshake or sundae from an ice cream store, hot dogs or frozen drinks prepared on site in a convenience or a warehouse store, as well as certain alcoholic beverages will be listed. The foods that are not covered or included is going to be certain foods purchased in a grocery store or similar retail food establishment that are typically intended for a family, more than one person to eat or consume. That could be a pound of deli meat, cheeses, or large-sized deli salads. This was the rule of thumb to fall into effect May of 2017, but as I stated, it's been pushed back to May 7th of 2018. So this extension is allowing further consideration, discussion, at how this is going to be made available that makes sense to consumers. But as a food establishment, we stand on both sides of the fence. We're excited that this information can be made known for consumers, and we want to help food establishments make this information available so that they are reducing costs and enhancing flexibility of these requirements. So those are open for discussion. Another area is vending machines. This is kind of changed over the years what a vending machine looks like. So Americans eat and drink, as we said, a third of their calories away from home. So what the final rule says is that the nutrition information will be made available. Even though some foods sold through vending machine already bear that calorie information, the labeling is not always visible before purchase. So the calorie labeling of food sold in a vending machine will help make that calorie information available to consumers in a direct, accessible, consistent manner that will enable them to make that informed decision. So the FDA allows 2 years from the date of publication of the vending machine labeling final rule to be covered. Looking at that, the FDA has received about 250 comments on the vending machine labeling proposed rule way back when in April 6th of 2011. The FDA reviewed and considered each comment carefully, and what they were looking at is disclosing calorie information of food if it's by a person owning or operating 20 or more machines. That would be subject to certain exceptions. The calorie information may be placed on a sign, a small card, sticker, poster near the article of food. The selection button or electronic or digital display could also be used. Posting the calorie information for foods sold from bulk vending machines like gumball machine, mixed nut machine, and disclosing the contact information of covered operators on the machines or otherwise with the required calorie declarations, so that it would be listed, it would be made known in a way that the FDA is making sure that the vendors are enforcing this standard. So a lot of gibberish to those of you that are not in the food world, but the cool thing is that you'll now have the availability of this information to, again, make an informed choice for you and for your family. And from those of this perspective that are in the food establishment arena, our target customer base, we want to figure out how do we engage with you to add value, to allow this opportunity to be an amazing opportunity that your consumers continue to love and grow trusting relationship with you with the food that you're providing for them and their family. That it is a marketing tool, that it's not seen just as a cost, but as an opportunity to hold you accountable from a consumer perspective with what you're providing, at the same time to continue to provide health-conscious choices on your menu. And this is going to be a great opportunity. A lot of folks have already done this. The larger corporations have already made the information available either on their menu, on their website, or in some form of a brochure available there upon demand at the establishment. And some really exciting things. We'd love to talk more about this offline, how we're helping provide this information and those solutions that make most sense to you as an establishment. So stay tuned. Some great exciting things coming. 2017 has been an amazing year. We're excited for what's to come in 2018. Thank you for staying tuned and allowing us to keep you engaged and knowing that you can be truly well with the decisions that are being made. Thank you so much.